Carlos, why is your sound and production so funky when you are a producer? Like, you have all of the expensive cameras and sound equipment. Are you doing this crap yourself? Are you doing self setup? Is that's why this is always so messy? Because the sound is so echoey and awkward. Like, y'all can't get mic'd up. I get better sound on TikTok videos than this. But Santana talking about growing up and his dad was fine with him being gay, but his mom wasn't. But it's very typical black kid growing up gay, getting in trouble for playing with Barbie dolls. I feel like, give us something interesting. And I know you've blown up on TikTok. Talk about your success. Talk about the new music. Talk about love and hip hop. Talk about Karlie Red's aroma, her odor. Does she have BBL smell? Inquiring minds want to know. His cousin told his mama he was bisexual. Once he came out as bisexual, girls still wanted to date him, so that's when he got into makeup. Do you have like a makeup line, a makeup collab? Bundles? Do you have bundles? I would do a chapstick line. That's something I know about. Nothing worse than a large, dry lip. Carlos, if you're going to wear a tank top, clear deodorant, darling. Clear deodorant. Nobody needs to see that in your cracks and crevices. We talk about the community and his masculine femininity. I mean, just nothing new. Nothing new. And as much as I like your personality, I figured this interview would be more interesting. But you know what? We're going to cut it here because I don't have another hour and 20 minutes of this in me. And let's just get to love and hip hop because that ain't going to be much of nothing either. So we open at the 6-month birthday of Scrappy's newest child. And he's still hunching the mama. Will one of you raise your standards, please, God? However, he'll hunch, but he ain't gonna show up to the party. However, the news breaks across social media that Bambi and Rayface have broken off their engagement. That was never real. Celibate. Oh, God, not Malaysia Pargo. Not Malaysia. Please, Jesus, not Malaysia Pargo. Ugh. It's fucking Malaysia. So she's over it and they're moving on. Fine. Toodles by Rayface. And of course, Sissy Swag comes by to see if she's all right. So Ray apparently got upset at the engagement party because Zell was showing up with receipts as Sissy Zell does. He's like, I didn't tell anybody. What else do you do other than show up at a function to fark it up? Meanwhile, at a hookah across town, Kirk and Rashida. Oh, God, we're going to meet the worm woman? So Jasmine showed up to say, look, before you hear it from anybody else, Yandy's saying that we're bumping purses and losing change. Now, you want to talk about a purse bump, but I want to know when your husband was in prison, whose knees was he sitting twixt? However, they're like, look, we're not singing and we're not swinging. She said, well, I think that this is damage control because the way mendeecees been moving, they've been done for a while. He's been in the club like the carpet. He's in the club like a drink special. That night, Jessica White, the Bam, and Sierra get together. And Carlie's coming too. And lets the girls know she called off the engagement. Sierra don't look shocked. So Bam tells Sierra what Rayface supposedly heard from Zay, and Sierra's kind of cagey, meaning maybe she knows something. Oh my goodness, Sierra had her 4th or 5th miscarriage. And she feels like Zay hasn't been there for her through this trauma. Now we got Zane meeting his parents to talk about the biological family. He also apologizes to his mama on Ashley's behalf, but he doesn't like the way they ended it. Your mama Honoree. Mama Joyce Honoree. Them Atlanta mothers. So now Ashley show up to apologize, but his parents say if you want to meet your biological family, go ahead. His parents did a 180 about that family. But now the mama's saying Ashley split her kids apart. She said, my kids went to stay with their dad when I was in a financial situation. I ain't rip them apart. That ain't fair. Ashley feels like the mama giving her a for TV apology, and that's what I believe too. After that, we have Yandy and Karlie Red. So Sierra comes in and they ask her why she wasn't at the engagement party, and she said, "No, I was there, but they got something started. They got something started." See, I knew she knew he knew something. Oh God, I hope this doesn't mean she's gonna take back Ray Face. So now Sierra's saying she felt that Bambi blamed the engagement ending on her. That wasn't what happened. However, Karlie upset that Jessica White running around with her ex-husband. However, she said Bambi's also been to his office. I got pictures. However, Sierra said, Yandy, someone came to me with a recording about your man. Well, everybody, man. Mendeecees, which is Swahili for speech impediment. However, Sierra said, I told Mendeecees to get his shit together. Cheat respectfully. Oh, God, Karlie out here, Sierra crying about her miscarriage. Karlie out here saying she drunk and high. She's crying about her miscarriage. My Lord. Even if she is tipsy, there's a reason. This is a time. The next day, Ashley's throwing a party together for Zane. And she's got the biological family as a surprise. How the mama gonna act? However, that Sierra Key rapper, she tells Scrappy, oh, your baby mama's letting everybody know y'all still hunching. Scrappy says she talk about some old shit. Yeah, I'm sorry, she talk about some new dick. Trying to confront him in front of the new heifer. She's like, but that's done and over with. It never is with Scrap. Why do you think you'll be different? He cheated on Erica, he cheated on Bam, he gonna cheat on you, and he won't buy you a house. Oh, so we getting close to the end of the episode, and we've got a Ponderosa with Heffica White, Yandy, and Pheasant Red. Listen to me, Pheasant. Pheasant's a delicious bird. Swallow Red. Too gamey and no meat on the bone. So Karlie's gonna cuss out Bambi and Jessica for meeting with her ex-man. However, Bambi wants them to focus on getting Sierra together. And I agree, get some help for your friend, but don't make her seem like she's an alcoholic when she's going through a tough time. Why are you kicking with somebody that I have said hasn't treated me well? Bambi said, look, Tito just happened to be there. We took the meeting. She said, well, I'm not doing business with him. We wasn't speaking, so I ain't with it. Oh, God. So now the Worm Woman coming as Jessica's backup? The Worm Woman wants to address the conversation she had with Yandy. I feel that you might think me and the Frost is hunching, but that ain't the case. No thruple here. Well, since you don't want to go back, let's go to the front about your husband, Miss Yan. He's always got his arms around my homegirls. He's very friendly. I feel like you giving him too many motherfucking passes. Don't tell me what to do with my husband that you don't want. Your fake husband? So Yandy says, look, you want to backpedal and pussy pop about the conversation we had, and now you want to act like it's an issue when it wasn't then. Either stand on business or keep it on the playground. You don't want a problem with me because I will air it, honey, air it. Spray that Glade. Now Karlie attacked Jessica. You're taking pictures with Tilo. She said, look, I just showed up to a job to do an interview. That was it. I didn't need to call you. Why didn't you tell me? I didn't feel I needed to. I ain't got to call you for every move I make and every fart I take. If you don't stand for anything, don't you stand for something? It doesn't affect you. You're allowing it to affect you. All right, Jessica seemed like she with it today. The space cadet has landed. Well, if I want to talk about it, I'll talk about it. I don't care. And Jasmine said, well, you didn't give a fuck about my friend when you got pregnant by her husband. Did you give a fuck about my friend when you got pregnant? When you got with your husband and she was pregnant? Well, I didn't know she was pregnant. But you knew she was there. No, stripper bitch could never. Child, Jessica, just leave. She's still stripping and making the baby look bad. Bambi said, why? Because she got a job? I'ma make your dumbass feel stupid. Your dumbass had a baby by a married man. I mean, you got pregnant by Kirk in dirty hot tub water. And you would have taken it from Benzino. There's a level of skeezer that you've reached where you just can't be in that conversation. Keep using your pussy. That's all you got. You're only here because you had a baby by Kirk. You wish you had a pussy like this so you could keep a man. Then where's yours, Jasmine? You see, you're walking into him. I'm like, you that sugar daddy at home looking like Ving Rhames out of drag, girl. You can keep that. If that's what it get, keep it. But now Jessica want to get on Yandy ass. Well, you led the I want to break her marriage up campaign, so I no longer looked at you as empathetic. You was crying about your niece one minute and laughing at me the next. Jessica said, I got angry with you when you got out here and lied for your husband. You took the fall. It was me. It was me that DM'd her. You did get out here and said, baby, don't worry about a maid mattress or a mule. I'm going to be your fool. Oh, God. He don't even know your niece. I know your niece. You put the niece in it. Oh, Lord. Well, that was the shit. That was pretty good. I'm going to see you soon. Oh, I can't go back to Carlos and Santana. It was dry. It was dry. Always let you take the fall. Where's this voice coming from? I'll love you the way mendeecees loves you. Oh.